Hello buddy, this is Ryan, also known as MrMightyMcD, and this is a first look at Double Dragon Neon. Double Dragon Neon brings back Billy and Jimmy Lee from the original Double Dragon, way back from the arcades to the modern day, in order to save their shared love interest Marianne from the evil Skullmageddon. Across the 16 brawling levels, you'll be filled with elaborate missions, merciless enemies, and over-the-top battles. Trained by their sensei in a special form of martial arts, Billy and Jimmy are equipped with lethal combat skills and weaponry to bust some faces and battle the baddest goons around as they journey across the galaxy to rescue the love of their lives. The trial is 2.24 GB, and within that you get to try out 2 missions in the game, and that's it. And whilst it might not seem like much, the game is incredibly fun, just like the arcade version back in the day. It still has that shine to it, and I'm going to explain why Double Dragon Neon is so much fun. I've been seeing a couple of reviews of this game bashing it a little, saying it's terrible and all that, but it really isn't. This game is far from terrible, that's for sure. It's great, however it isn't for everyone. This might be the game that gets you into 2D scrolling beat-em-ups, but if you haven't got an open mind and strictly dislike them, Double Dragon Neon won't change anything. But I had an open mind. I used to hate 2D beat-em-ups back in the day, but Double Dragon the original put it on the map for me, and whilst I don't love the genre, I love Double Dragon, and Double Dragon Neon is a great remake to me. It takes everything you liked about the original and adds a really nice looking art style to it with plenty of polish and flair. When they remade Turtles in Time for Xmas Life Arcade, I wasn't feeling it, but I'm definitely feeling this. Double Dragon Neon is forgiving to new players. It isn't so precise on hitting the moves, and the enemies won't constantly attack you. They will give you a chance to duck and get your Double Dragon damage, and that is awesome. You may find yourself standing still, mashing the buttons and not hitting anything, but that's your fault and not the game. The perspective is done in a way that is fine, it's easy to pick up and play, and what's great about it is that you can just have a friend round and join instantly in local co-op by just plugging in a controller and pressing the start button, which is handy. Destroying mailboxes and dustbins will reveal hidden rewards, and you can still go into the shops in the background to purchase upgrades. The humour is still intact, with Double Dragon Neon's ridiculous exaggerated look and feel with its characters and environments. The soundtrack is kick-ass as well and brings back the classic in a new fresh way that I really like. I wasn't sure what Double Dragon Neon was going to be when looking at some of the reviews, IGN, but those reviews are wrong and this is a very good game. It's fun to play, colourful and pretty to look at, and it can be challenging, but only if you make it so, if you keep mashing the buttons. If you let your opponent attack, get the ducking timing down, and unleash your devastating moves, you're going to have a fun time with Double Dragon Neon. My only real gripes with the game is that the movement can sometimes feel a bit awkward whilst running, but it's a 2D beat-em-up game that's reliving the classic to the best it can do, so I can't really fault it for that. If you don't like 2D beat-em-up games, this may persuade you if you have an open mind, but regardless, it's a classic to be tried out. It's great to see it remade with some great looking visuals, sound design and more. Try Double Dragon Neon's trial in the description.